Mike, were you really sick this week?
Here we go.
What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Quarter tank and some whiskey in between my thighs. We're headed down to Florida, then I eat some Georgia pie. To the west, to Lake Tahoe and the midnight sky. Back across the map until we see the Nashville pines. I will see you so soon.
It's Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. This is SharkCast, and we are Venom. Boys, I'm going to hit you with something. Something I was thinking about. Something I heard on another podcast. I wanted to bring it to my own, talk to my friends about it. What makes a friend? Think about that. What makes a friend?
What kind of friend? There's different types of friends.
Friends along the lines of us three.
Well,
what is it in us that makes you say, I choose this person to be my friend?
well, I don't really care for you guys, honestly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's tough because I don't like either of you. But you're both talented. So
You're keeping it professional. I appreciate that.
Keeping it very professional.
Well,
yeah.
I think trust, a common interest, and in a lot of cases, a common goal. I mean, we come together because we have a vision for something that we want to create, and that helps that we've got other people that want to do the same thing. But
Yeah, I think morals have to coincide with it.
That's how like you and I started our friendship, or our friendship is through goals and stuff. But me and Jeff, we just met each other at the meat shop.
At the meat shop, I seen him.
And I was like, check out this music, showing him too many songs.
I was like, there's a long-haired dude with tattoos. I'm a long-haired dude with tattoos. Oh, you play an instrument? I play an instrument. So common grounds, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I got a lot of friends who I have very little in common with, but we have similar personalities.
Okay.
It's funny because with you,
Similar interests.
because when I started working at the meat shop, I went a long time without working. So,
Lucky.
yeah.
Right?
So there was a fight like the second week I was working there, and you and Harris went to the bar. You went to Baraboo to watch the fight, and he's like,
a while ago.
he was like, "Come on out," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what, dude? I just got this job. I'm not like already trying to like blow money at the bar. Give me a week or so, and I'll start blowing money at the bar." But I gotta lay low. He instantly comes back. He calls me like after the fight, and he's like, "So you don't like Danny?" And I was like, "Actually, I don't." I'm like, "Why did you just jump to that?" I told you I don't want to go.
Wow. You fucking didn't like me, eh, Jeff?
No, that wasn't.
Yeah. Well, hey, my friend Greg, I unabashedly hated that guy when I first met him, but just close proximity and just some camaraderie.
Does he know this?
Oh, yeah. We talk about it all the time. He jokes about it because I was like, dude, you're a fucking dick and I don't like hanging out with you. And, yeah, I don't know. Just proximity, events that we've gone through together. Just shit, life.
Yeah, so that's kind of what made high school cool was, I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the podcast, but I know that I've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. But you like get assigned seating and you got to fucking sit with your table and you make friends with people. You got to try the best. You make friends with people that you would never make friends with unless you sat next to them in high school, you know what I mean, in science class, and you have a common interest being like, I fucking don't want to be here.
Right. It's so funny because freshman year,
and then there's the one girl that wants to be there, and you're like, "Can I copy?" And then she probably hates me.
I was that one girl.
Me.
I was that one girl. I was like, "God damn it, fine. I'll do my homework so everyone can copy it."
Hey, dude, let me get that binder.
That's not always true. That's not always true.
There's this one dude, and man, I wonder what happened to him. He was so interesting.
This is high school?
This is high school. This is freshman year biology. And his name was Rob. I can't remember his last name. But I sat next to him, and we were fucking polar opposites. I'm this punk rock kid, and Rob likes soccer. But he's like really like intense and like goofy, and I don't know. He was like easy to feed off of, I guess.
Yeah.
And so it was like he sat at your table. He's your partner. It wasn't like you get to pick your partner.
Yeah.
So we had to dissect a frog.
I never had to do that.
So we
shit.
dissect a frog. It smells terrible. Did you ever have to dissect something? The smell of
only
formaldehyde.
worms. Yeah, it's the formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Like my school did cats,
Ooh.
which would be fucked up to me.
What?
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
Our school
cats?
didn't do cats.
Yeah, I remember coming in and it was for like
How did they get
juniors,
the cats?
juniors and dude, a dead
Dude,
cat.
there's so many dead cats around.
They euthanize so
Yeah.
many cats a year.
There's so many cats that you could find if you
they
just
would-
look in the right
We
places.
would come in and it was for like
Where's my notebook?
It was for like seniors.
Give me a piece of paper, Jeff.
It was for juniors and seniors, and
Sorry. I'm distracting you. I just don't want to forget.
it was for juniors and seniors, and they had like the cats on like the countertops, and they were like in bags, and they were like all different colors, and you could like see them.
What?
And I'm like, man, I'm so glad I don't have to do that.
That's so fucked
Fucked
up.
up.
Yeah, and the smell of formaldehyde. I used to have really bad migraines growing up. I haven't had a migraine in over 10 years.
Congrats.
Yeah, well, I
I used to get
them.
really bad migraines
Yeah.
too, where I would be like throwing
Yup,
up. 'cause of
throwing
them.
up, sensitivity to
I
light,
went to,
smells.
Sucks.
I got my brain scanned a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because like it was crazy. My mom also gets crazy headaches too. Josh, pull up this video really quick. But let's not forget that we're on the
So-
friends topic.
So, me and Rob, the soccer guy, the teacher's pretty much like, okay, you guys cut up the frog, throw it away. What Rob's like, hey, you want to cut this frog up into little pieces and throw it at people going down the stairs?
What?
And I was like, yeah,
Type in turtle, puppy,
I already don't.
teacher.
I don't know if I already like this.
Let's see if the video comes up. Yeah, right here. Boom. Hit up. Accused of feeding a puppy to a turtle in front of students. Like, rude.
A puppy?
Why the fuck is
a
it so
live
quiet?
puppy?
Students, it's nothing new. What I have learned
It's nothing new.
is disgusting. It's sick. It is sick. Local animal activist Jill Parrish is the one who contacted
Isn't that so crazy? In
LA
front of the students.
Dude, I think
science teacher Robert Crossland.
Look at that fucking weirdo.
This lady looks like she's got some sort of Stevie Wonder vibe going on.
Exactly how it works in small
yeah, she jams.
Are you just saying that because she's wearing sunglasses?
Well, the sunglasses, the way her hair lies, the way she stands. I don't know. It's
She's
just-
black.
she's not, but
She's playing the piano.
she isn't.
How old is this? Why is there still snow? Is it still snowing in Ohio?
This
March
is-
13th, 2018.
Okay.
Oh, so this is recent.
because it is being fed to an animal. That is violence.
It's not violence. It's fucking circle of life.
No,
Hold on, wait a
that's
minute.
fucked up.
Hold
dude.
on, wait a
You
minute,
can't.
dude.
How old are the kids?
How dead is the dog? Like how
Junior
can-
high science teacher.
Can you tell if it's still dog or did he have it like
I think it-
sectioned and cut up in a way that's like?
I think
okay.
it was a live puppy.
No, there's no way he fed a live puppy.
There's no way he fed a puppy to a turtle in front of junior high students, unless this guy's a freak.
Does not condone individual actions that may violate.
Wait a minute, boys.
You ain't feeding a puppy. I don't care if it's dissected. If it's dissected, that's even weirder.
Where are you getting the puppy parts?
Yeah, exactly. That's even weirder.
Why a puppy? Why not a mouse or something?
A mouse would make more sense.
Or a cat. Who gives a fuck about cats? I'm fucking with Josh.
Fuck you, man.
Not okay, and it is against the law. Jill, who had to
I don't know if that's a good. I don't.
Is the I want to? Did she say if the puppy was live or not?
She probably did. But
animal for his rep.
Can we go back real quick? Just try to get it.
go to the comments.
Can any Ohio listeners
Have a teacher who is taking
hit us
No,
back at
there's-
SharkCast podcast at gmail.com?
and saying, oh, this is so cool. This is nature. This is what happens.
If those kids were
Or maybe
armed, they
just-
could have saved the
just-
puppy.
Oh,
The super
I don't even see how the largest turtle can eat a dog.
Well, it's puppy. There's like big fucking turtles. Apparently, this guy like fed this turtle a bunch of shit.
this to be swept under the rug.
I would say go to the beginning where the reporter's talking, because I don't think she's going to be. The audio for this reporter is terrible.
I feel her
It's
mic
so
control
quiet.
sucks.
Feeding live animals. Yeah. So she's talking about feeding live animals.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, feeding a live puppy, that's super fucked up.
Even a dead puppy.
Even any kind of puppy is fucked up.
Yes.
I can
Don't-
see if it was like, okay, like prepared chicken, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference, but they knew it was a puppy, that'd be one thing.
Why would he have a dead puppy that's
Where do you
dissected?
get a dead puppy at?
Again, dead animals aren't that hard to come by. You just go to the
Josh has got some
go to the-
fucking animal
go to the local
dead
humane
in
center.
his closet.
the Humane Society, I'm sure, has plenty
Are you
of dead
eating
animals.
Okay,
puppies?
well, you know what? Going back is it. My school used to get dead cats, and the kids used to cut. The children would cut them open.
That is effed up, dude.
Are you surprised out of East Detroit?
I mean, they
Kind
used,
of.
when my mom was in high school, they had to dissect cats, dead cats, not live
That's
cats, obviously.
insane, dude.
Well, it's changed over the years, but yeah.
Apparently not.
Well, according to this guy,
Well, see, when I was dissecting before Soccer Rob wanted to cut it up and throw it at people down
Did
there.
you do it?
Yeah, of course I did it, and it was
Goddamn.
hilarious. We like,
Were they like, ew?
well,
did
a lot
they
of
know?
People, a lot of people were like, oh, but there's like some aspects like of the frog, like the frog leg, like we threw that because.
jeez.
Now, mind you, I just helped Rob cut the frog up, and I was like, "Here you go, Rob." And Rob was kind of a psychopath in retrospect. he like,
Shout out to
Rob.
Soccer Rob.
he like shoved him in his fucking pocket, like the
Ew.
pieces.
Ew. I wouldn't want those in my pocket.
Now, mind you,
I wouldn't want those
Like,
in my hand.
this
Yeah.
thing. No, it didn't feel because it's been what's the word I'm looking for? Pumped full of formaldehyde. There's no like liquids or
Juices.
juices or anything, and it's dry feeling.
A leathery, dead body.
But it was a little bit jarring to have the teacher was like, "All right, Jeff and Rob, come get your frog." I was like, "Hey Rob, I got it, dude."
I'll go
So I,
grab
like,
it.
Go up there and
There it is. And then
It was a
we're
frog.
going to throw this at people.
and Rob's like ripping the tongue out and shit and throwing it at people.
Kids are such assholes. When there was a cactus, like a little cactus in the library.
How's that for fucking pranks, Kurt?
Yeah. This is a good little prank, Kurt. There's like this little cactus in the library, and I grabbed it, and I was like, "Think fast." To this one kid, he didn't go for it though. He didn't grab it, but
Got out of the way. Throwing cactuses
like,
at
damn.
people.
not like throwing them at, like,
But think
trying
fast.
trying to make him catch it.
Oh, that sounds fucked, Danny.
Yeah, a
No.
little bit.
Well,
Well, I grew up with this
you're
kid.
throwing dead frogs at people. I can throw.
I grew up with this kid, and he threw.
Yeah, but that cactus was living.
Oh my god.
This kid would take frogs and he would whip them against things. Live
That's
frogs.
fucked.
That
That's
is
fucked.
totally
I want to say
fucked
we've
up.
talked about that on
Yeah.
the podcast.
And he
before.
probably kills people now.
Last I checked, he doesn't.
That you know of.
I'm not going to say his name. I don't know.
Yeah, don't say his name, but
John Wayne Gacy.
Does keep
But-
him under the porch.
but that is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
But going back to the friend thing.
Yeah,
What
the friend
makes a
thing.
what makes a friend? What makes like Nick Moore that we worked with? I feel like he was my friend at one point, but now what makes you lose contact with friends? What makes it like you and I keep contact, but like
Well, for one, there's a distance. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
yep.
If you still lived in fucking New Blasey,
Uh-huh.
Chesterfield, we probably wouldn't be hanging out that much. But now you're just a hop, skip, jumping away. I come over here, you can come over there to the fucking.
Well, you wouldn't be coming over my house anytime because
no, I don't have a car.
Right?
or a license.
No.
The car doesn't matter. But yeah.
Um,
But I mean, I had a whole different set of friends when I was in high school. And
Yeah,
I had a whole
right?
different set of friends when I was in college, and I had a whole different set of friends when I worked at Apple, and I had a whole different set of
It
friends.
really makes you think is what makes a friend.
And what
Right.
makes them go away?
Well, I think like Jeff's saying, distance and like everyone kind of grows apart at some point. I mean,
Life.
It's kind of strange.
Life.
it
though,
is.
right?
It's sad to a degree, but
Yeah.
I mean, I still run it. Meet up with some of my college buddies every once in a blue moon. I know my buddy Jason Drake, which, by the way, you want to talk about polar opposites and morals.
I wonder if he knows Soccer Rob.
No.
I want to know what the fuck Soccer Rob's doing.
No, but I met Jason Drake, and he was just like a homeschooled, good church boy, like his whole life. And then he lived with me and my buddy Tom and our other roommate, whose name I'm blanking on right now.
You lived with him, Josh.
I know, it's bad. It's bad. It's been fucking 10 years.
Not a real friend.
Joshua, you lived with him, bro. You
I
lived
never
with
said he
him.
was my friend. I mean, he plays the shit out of a bassoon somewhere, but no, but halfway.
when the fuck do you? Okay, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
Josh. When the fuck are you like? When do you choose a bassoon?
I don't know. Like,
Boys, you have
I
to.
don't-
Can we just enlighten our listeners, because I know there's people out there. What the fuck is a bassoon? I don't know what the fuck that
a
is.
bassoon? It's a reed instrument. It's like an oboe,
Okay.
but bigger.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like a primate or something. Like
No.
the male bassoon.
it's like a big clarinet.
the male
yeah.
bassoon attracts
somewhat,
the female
yeah.
bassoon.
Well, it's funny because there was two
Hey.
different bedrooms. So me and Tom had one bedroom, and then Jason and this other guy had another bedroom. And Jason, homeschooled churchy boy, halfway through the year, this
Bassoon
the
boy.
bassoon boy, came out as gay, and Jason like immediately
That's why he
started
plays the
looking
bassoon.
at.
No offense.
But Jason immediately started
It's a
looking
joke,
at
guys.
Hope College and was thinking of transferring to a Christian college, and like it was this whole thing. But now,
Are you still in
Jason-
contact with Jason?
Yeah, he just called me recently, actually out of the blue, which was a really nice
So-
opportunity to catch up.
Bassoon boy comes out of the closet. Jason's like, I gotta fucking go to a Christian.
Yep, he's like, I can't hang with this.
That's so weird.
I know
Yeah.
immediately. He didn't end up transferring, and he also got like heavy into smoking pot with us. But
Should you be saying that?
Yeah.
Christian boy.
sorry, Jason, I used your last name. I love you. He's married now. Bought a house.
What
out in
about the
Holland,
bassoon
Michigan.
boy? Would you ever smoke out of the bassoon?
I don't think he would ever allow anyone to smoke out of a bassoon. I'm pretty sure we've smoked with him a handful
Okay,
of
but
times.
so when you were choosing your instrument,
How do you
I don't understand.
How do you not choose drums? I don't get that.
I don't know neither.
As a
That's what I
drummer,
chose.
How do you not choose drums?
That's what I chose.
All the
Middle
other
school
instruments
band.
suck,
I
but the
don't
drums are awesome.
Okay, so when I was choosing in 5th grade, there was the day, and they had you like, you can pick two that you want to like try out, and you get to like blow into a trumpet if you wanted to, or blow into a flute and see if you like it.
Yeah.
And my dad told me, he's like, play something that you can make money doing later on in life. Don't pick
Smart.
the tuba because it's going to be tough to be playing the tuba after this shit.
Okay,
Or
now
don't
with
pick
what
the
now,
flute
now with
or
what
the
your dad
bassoon.
said. Now what your dad said, Kyle, who he makes money playing clarinet.
Yeah.
It's so tough to do, though. It's so
rare.
tough to do.
It is, but he does do
can't-
it.
Yeah, but he
you have
can't
to
play
be
by
s-
himself.
You have to be
No.
super passionate
Or-
about it.
He is. He fucking
Yeah.
is.
and you
'cause-
gotta be in like an orchestra or a
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He,
know.
he plays with the DSO and all that, the Detroit Symphony
Yeah,
Orchestra.
I know a ton of like professional classical musicians because that's what my undergrad was in. So like a lot of people do it, but it's like super fucking tough.
Yeah.
About I would say 50 to 60% of those who went to music school aren't doing shit with music if it was performance. They've done something else.
or it's like you can make money like teaching later on,
Okay, yeah.
Which is tough.
which is
Probably not the bassoon.
Yeah, that's not as popular. You gotta land a gig with that one. So
or like teaching lessons. Like
That's a fucking-
I mean, there's people doing it, but it's
I can't.
way more
I can't
rare.
anymore.
The jobs are super rare to get.
they don't pay all that well too, which is
You ain't
another bummer.
hiring I don't know.
Every time, there's often times where Kyle will come to the crib after he's done playing a gig. And when Kyle plays the gig compared to when you guys play a gig, Kyle's like all dressed up and flustered for some reason. Kyle's a flustered fella.
Most clarinetists are.
He's just a flustered fella.
He plays the oboe.
Yeah, you're right. The
He doesn't-
oboe.
Oh, it's even more telling. Yeah, okay. Most oboe. Well, they've got all that back pressure from playing that goddamn instrument. You ever try blowing into an oboe and making a sound? It just crams pressure to the back of your head. It's so intense. It is not an easy instrument to play, and
I'm sure it's not.
The breath control is impossible.
I want to say Kyle's really good at it.
Oh yeah.
If he's ever smoked a cigarette a day in his life, he took years to recover from that because it's
He smokes a lot of pot. That Kyle the obanist.
Obanist.
But
So
I want to say he's really good at it, but I don't have anything to judge him off
well,
of.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
he's playing
he's
with the
obviously-
DSL.
yeah,
He's
he's
probably
obviously-
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oboe's a tough one. So that day when you have to go pick out your instruments, I didn't even go. I just knew that I wanted drums. So my parents,
Josh is like, fuck it.
yeah, I'm like, just give me drums. And my parents went, or I don't know, either my mom or my dad, I can't remember who. And I told them, okay, if they don't have a drum set, I'll do timpani. As if they're going to give you a fucking set of timpani to bring back to your house.
Where do you go buy a set of timpani
You
at?
don't. They're like $10,000 for a set. It's ridiculous. And that's
cool
like for
as
a
fuck.
low end. And you can't do shit with it. No one owns a timpani set. There are a select few individuals who own their own timpani set. Usually it's paid for by the orchestra.
This dude's like looking at a kit and he's like, no.
I'll take the
Is there any
timpani.
timpani players that have like bass drum and cymbals, like a hi hat?
He has no idea how to use it. He was like,
He uses them as
John
toms.
Bonham had a timpani on his set, maybe one or two of them. And don't get me wrong.
didn't he
I
also
was-
have a gong though too?
Oh yeah, he had a big old fucking gong.
But anyway,
Big old helmet. No, I played setup pieces where you're playing timpani, but there's like a ton of auxiliary percussion built into
Yeah.
the setup, which is really fucking fun to do. But
so I think I like tried to blow into a saxophone.
I love playing saxophone.
I think saxophone is cool as fuck, and you can get gigs playing saxophone.
Ken.
But so then I chose percussion because I was always like hitting shit with chopsticks when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
And so I went to go get my instrument because you rented an instrument in 5th grade. Like whatever you picked, you could like rent the instrument.
Yeah,
or
you don't
whatever.
buy it
You don't
outright.
buy it. And I was like, sweet, I picked the drums. My friend Evan got the snare drum. I'm like, sweet, about to get the snare drum. They're like, here's the set of bells.
The bell set.
Yep. They punked me with that too because I chose drums. I chose drums
punked my ass.
and they give me a glockenspiel.
Yeah.
And I had to play the glockenspiel
Yeah.
for the first fucking year of band. And I'm like,
Exactly.
This is
what?
not drums.
But the fucking music teacher, the band teacher's like, next year is when you'll blossom. And I'm like, I gotta take this fucking thing home every day.
Oh, it was terrible.
I also, two boys, I had to walk home. It was only a few blocks, but god damn, carrying a glockenspiel every fucking day.
Yeah, I had to walk.
Every fucking day. It was only a few blocks, but I was like,
I had a snare drum. That thing's arguably more expensive with the hardware, or I'm sorry, heavier with the hardware. And I had to walk a couple blocks from the bus stop. That shit
But
sucked.
at least you had a cool thing.
I had a glockenspiel. You know what? You're not gonna get pussy with the glockenspiel.
No, not a
Who the fuck's getting pussy in 6th grade for the record? But also,
Not me with those bells.
Soccer Rob.
yeah, soccer Rob with those frog legs. Oof, those frog legs.
He told me.
In retrospect, I'd rather have the bells because you can actually play a song. But a snare drum, you can't do anything with. a
No,
snare
but
drum.
as a fifth grader,
I also had a drum set at home, so that helped.
a 5th grader, you ain't fucking. You're not pumped about the glockenspiel.
No.
It's so hard.
I ain't going
It's so
home
hard.
and playing. I don't know.
I used to go home
I thought
Twinkle,
they
Twinkle, Little
punked
Star.
me.
I used to go home and
Always
practice.
dying.
I used to go home and practice and just be like, man, this is not cool. And my dad, because my dad had so much fucking instruments. Just he would stockpile them. My dad plays guitar, but you bet your ass he had 4 or 5 basses, a couple drum kits, just in case. So I'm like,
Good to have.
Dad, I'm going to take band, and he's like, yes, you are.
Good.
And I'm gonna play I'm gonna take percussion. So my dad's like, here's a Frankenstein rig, and it was like, comprised, I had a fucking bass drum, a floor tom from a different kit, fucking
That's how
you
our
name it.
kid is right now.
It worked for
Hodgepodge.
me. I was able to, get the general idea, and then I'm handed a fucking glockenspiel. Well, it's also like your parents either have to rent or buy it. So I
Yeah.
come home and I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, I gotta tell my dad he's gotta buy a Glockenspiel.
Yeah, dude. I
So
felt
I'm
like I was
Dad,
punked.
I'm like, Dad, you have to, because my dad's like, oh, you're gonna take. I got drums. I don't have to buy shit. And I'm like, Dad, you have to buy the Glockenspiel.
Or rented. I wonder how much it is to rent.
See, when I was in
We
sixth
bought it,
grade,
and my dad still has my Glockenspiel.
Oh, you bought it. Damn.
Yeah. When I was in sixth grade, they didn't give that as an option. Everyone got a snare drum. So there was like 5 kids in the back with just fucking snare drums. Like,
Yeah, terrible.
oh, such a bad idea.
So, okay, so here's
Someone's stuck with the bass drum. They're like, dum, dum, dum.
in band. In band, I would like. This is like when I'm in like the decent band, like in high school.
Wind ensemble,
I was never in wind ensemble.
symphonic band,
Yeah, the symphonic band.
red or white.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, there was 2 different ones at one point.
There was 2, and then you combined for the
Two
concert.
factions. Two
But
factions.
anyway,
Yep.
I'd play the marimba. I only knew how to play the parts that it like you could hear me. all the other parts, faking
Doesn't
it.
matter.
I'm
Doesn't matter.
faking it straight up.
Dude,
if Mr. Visnon was like, Danny, play this next part, it's just you by yourself, I would be like, I can't. I don't fucking know how this
can't.
goes. Barely can read this music here.
Well, and you can't take a marimba home.
No,
So, like, when are you going to practice that?
no.
What
So-
the fuck is that, boys?
You don't know what a marimba? Marimbas are way cooler than a
I
glockenspiel.
fucking love playing
I
marimba.
love the way marimba sounds.
I played the shit out of marimba when I was in college.
See, I didn't.
this is the baby,
after
too.
after middle school, I didn't
Yamaha
continue with band.
5100A. God, yeah, look at that. That's a 5 octave
You gotta put it
son of
on
a
the
bitch.
TV.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, Josh is getting fucking chubs over this marimba.
Dude, this is a Rosewood fucking hydraulic lift, motherfucker. I played the shit out of one of
Marimbas are
these.
sweet.
Are they sweet?
Marimbas are fucking cool. I love the way that they sound.
I didn't carry on with band after high school,
what else we
after middle school, which I regret because
Oh, that's a good piece. Oh, that.
Let's listen to some fucking marimba YouTube
I
video.
like the fucking font on that marimba.
Hold on, let me see if I can find.
Dan Severin.
brutal highlight.
That's probably
No,
not
that's
that
ain't
bro.
it. Fuck. Do I not have it anymore? There was a recording of me playing fucking marimba somewhere on here.
It's not under the Josh Miller.
No, we're gonna.
What's your page?
It might be under fucking Skunk Boy.
Skunk Boy marimba.
Were you a smelly boy or something?
I don't know. That was like my name that I used for music shit when I was in. Fuck, is it under Big Thumb Films?
Josh, this is the only thing about you, man. But no, is I was a little bit salty because I hated the band teacher. I couldn't stand her. I hated band. I wasn't into it. And so then I go to fucking high school and the band is like this. It's like these cliques, like the band. And like at East Detroit, I don't know about, where you boys went, but like at East Detroit, they had like nicknames for each other and everyone's fucking getting high and fucking each other. And I'm like, huh. There's our skunky boy.
Yeah, there he is.
Skunk boy.
This is the first time I ever played a cajon.
Really?
Yeah. Never had played one before this piece.
This is the first time these guys clapped.
Dude, this piece is so badass. Check out this marimba thing that happens here, Danny.
Who's about to play it?
Both of them.
You can tell Josh wants to play the marimba.
Oh, God. So bad.
Look at him looking at him.
See, like, there's a ton of marimba in Frank Zappa music.
Yes. A lot of xylophone there.
Yeah, you're right.
So what's crazy about this is one guy's going bum, bum, bum. The other one's going the upbeats for the triplet. It's crazy.
Josh,
yeah.
why are you always fucking so casually dressed? Were you born in a suit?
Some might say.
Uh-oh, what's this thing?
Still not the marimba.
The guy's playing the frying pans.
Yeah. Talking drum, and those are nipple gongs.
We got Craig on the pans. This is already a super silly episode. I hope everybody's fucking laughing as much
I hope
as
you're
we
having a
are.
good Monday.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Happy
no
Monday.
shit.
Happy fucking Monday.
What's that guy playing a flip flop? Red.
Oh, actually, yeah, he is playing a flip flop. Because he's got this open frame jug that when he hits it, it goes gong, gong, gong.
Josh,
Yeah, this fucking piece is crazy, dude.
It sounds crazy. Would you ever listen to this?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh.
Jose before John 5, this is one of my favorite things ever.
John 5 is in the guitarist
No, I don't think so.
who plays for formerly Marilyn Manson, now Rob Zombie.
You'll notice that everyone plays marimba but Josh in this one.
And Josh goes on to say how much he loves the marimba.
Yeah.
Let me show you this video where I'm not playing it.
Yeah, right.
What's this guy blowing into?
It is a straw that was fed through a reed. So he's blowing through the straw, and on the other end, there's a reed. kinda
What's the noise
spliced into
it's
it.
making? Hold on. I don't know how I feel about that noise.
Well, it doesn't matter because the rest of these men are dead. They've not lived on.
Yeah.
Are you friends with any of these kids still?
I keep touch with the blue a little bit. I don't even remember. Oh, wait, no. Red. This is Mike List, yeah. Is that Mike?
I like the blue guy. Ha!
This is my moment to shine on the fucking cone.
If
The blue guys might be trying to outshine you
for
here.
the viewer, for the people that are just listening, we're marveling at Josh's. And Josh is an
Tell them where you are
expert level
or what this
percussionist.
is.
So this is my buddy Jeff Lund's percussion recital, his senior graduate recital, or his graduate percussion recital, one of two. And we're all playing Jose before John 5. This is at Central Michigan University. This must have been my sophomore or junior year. I can't remember.
Josh is high on acid because it's Central Michigan.
I may have been either after this or before this. I do have to say this, though. The cajon part was actually notated. So it wasn't like I'm just trying to feel it and get into the groove. Like, it was fucking right or wrong, which is obnoxious.
Nobody's reading music.
There's
You guys just knew the song?
There's
Nobody's
stands
looking
sheet
at it,
music.
though.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of memorization going on.
Yeah.
This part gets crazy. Actually, we're at the. Are we at the end of this? Yeah. It's a
Now these
acoustic
guys
guitar. Acoustic guitar.
I don't know how I feel about the sound.
It sounds a lot cooler live. This is not the best quality. Oh, I do play marimba.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Josh on the marimba.
Just going to play one note. Dung.
No, I'm actually taking the backs of the marimba mallets and I'm playing it across the black keys.
You don't have
Whatever
ring
that
race
is.
into this.
See, this song, I feel like this guy has to be crazy to, like, write this piece.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
And then I get my little finale here.
Josh kills a man. Cuts it.
he's going to pick up the guitar and he's going to be like... Yeah, sorry, we're just watching this video, everybody. If you're listening to this, it was fun.
Yeah, that was a good little thing. I didn't even know this video was online, honestly. I forgot about this.
Josh, you're so fucking famous.
Oh, that was Doug Downer. That wasn't fucking... Yeah. No, Doug Downer, this guy, okay. Sorry, Doug, I'm using your last name. His thing was if he was going to be with a woman, he needed to pee in her butt.
Wow, dude, you shouldn't use his last name. That was really weird.
Whatever. He's so proud of
That's
this fact.
Who? Which one? Red?
Red right here. Yeah. Yeah. Doug Downer. He started the
Said it
same...
again, eh?
Yeah. Well, I fucking love Doug Downer. I haven't talked to him in ages.
He probably fucking hates you. That you
He's
said
like, dude,
that
I stopped peeing in girls'
on the
butts a
internet.
long time ago, man.
What?
Wow.
That was like a thing that he had to do?
I mean, maybe he was joking about it, but he always said it. He's like, you got to pee in her butt. You have to pee in her butt.
What?
And it got to the point where we started talking logistics about it at some point. I went over. The first time I ever had gin was over at his place. He's like, come over. We're going to hang out.
He's like, pee in my butt.
Pee in my butt. No, he had this like fucked up eye condition for like 6 months. It was so fucked up.
It only comes from peeing in butts.
It's like pink eye for peeing in butts. Yeah, so that's what a marimba is, Jeff.
Okay, well,
And now you
we
know.
went to
Doug,
Got,
you
got,
fucking weirdo.
got real dark on that
How do you
one.
talk? How do you talk a gal into that?
You include a shower? Like, the logistics are basically you get in the shower and
and then what? Like she'd pee in her butt? Or
That's the
pee,
idea.
like on her butt.
no, it's like you're in there and you open the faucet.
So you have to be like,
Babe.
first of all, you have to convince her to have anal sex.
Babe.
Then after you have anal sex, you're like, I have to do this,
I'm going to pee in your butt.
Babe.
or else we can't be together.
A little pee in the bee.
And then she's like, I don't know.
He had
if-
to have been fucking with you, man. He
I
had
have
to
no
have been.
idea.
There's no.
I can tell you this much. He was engaged when he first started at Central, and he was no longer engaged when he left Central.
Let's check out his girlfriend.
He's married now. Sorry, Doug.
No, don't.
He's been. He found the person he's going to pee in their butt for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, no, he locked that shit down.
Oh my god.
God, I look like a fucking baby in these pictures. Oh, here's some fucking marimba. This is another weird one. We don't have to spend our entire time doing
Yeah.
this. This
I feel like it's
is,
going to be bad podcasting if we do.
I know, because there's nothing to look at in this one. Hey, there's Q. What up, Q? What are you doing over off the
Hey,
side?
Danny. We like a thing. It's MMA. There were some
yeah, we need
announcements
to
made.
talk
Yes.
MMA.
All right, move it on.
Well, there wasn't announcements made.
You want video?
Don't make that clear.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Okay. What was said?
So there was things
I come to
said.
you. I hear things, and I come to you. Sir.
Okay, so Dana White went on to UFC Unfiltered, which is a podcast that I listen to. And he basically said they're trying to get GSP versus Nate Diaz at 155.
My buddy was just asking me about this.
At 155. It's not official.
Okay.
I don't even know if George St. Pierre can fucking make 155. He just fought Michael Bisping at 185. And when he was fighting at 170, that dude was lean. That dude was lean.
What does Nate
AF.
fight at?
Well, Nate has fought at 170. His last fight, he fought Connor at 170.
Okay.
But he's a lightweight.
Oh, wow.
So 155 is what he used. Like, that's where he was his best.
So
at.
why wouldn't he meet halfway and go 165, 170?
Tough.
Well, because then, I mean, they can do like a catch.
155.
They can do like
That's
catch
tough,
weight.
man. I don't see either of those dudes going at 155.
Well, Nate has always gone at 155.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
But it's he's fought at 170 before, but he's never looked the best that he's looked at 170.
can I throw something out there regarding UFC? Because I don't follow it enough to know who's in what weight class and what.
Yeah.
Oh, Joshua, I'm into the sport, but
Yeah. So
I absolutely
when it comes to
suck.
like putting together these cards, I don't think the average Joe really gives a shit what weight class these guys are at. They just want to see the matchup. So if they have to cut or go to meet each other, like I don't.
So you're talking
care.
about
I don't-
having a catch weight bout?
Yeah, I
Or a
don't-
catch weight bout. not
Yeah,
bout.
I don't really care if it's a catch weight. I don't necessarily need a belt involved as long as it's like this
No,
is
it
gonna be a
wouldn't be-
badass fight. I'm down for it.
Okay, so the thing is, like, you can't do catch weight. A catch weight, if you don't know what a catch weight bout is,
Please.
is when they settle on, say someone gets hurt,
They're like,
and
"We just
some
gotta
other
make it
dude
happen."
has to come in, and they're like, well, he's not going to be able to make 155, so we'll fight at 160. We'll just call it, we'll fight at fucking 160. And they do 160. But then, you can't be doing that shit all the time because then it doesn't make any sense to have the fucking
a good example.
weight
A
classes.
good example.
Yeah.
A good example would be Anderson Silva, Daniel Cormier a few years ago. Correct.
I don't know if they did a catch weight, but
I feel Daniel Cormier was heavier than him,
well, he's heavier, so he was supposed
but
to be.
Anderson Silva fought him.
Yeah, I think that Anderson Silva fought him on like a 2-day notice, and he just walked in and he weighed how much he did. Daniel Cormier cut weight to get to 205. Anderson Silva usually fights at 185, so he's just walking around at like probably 210, and he's got to cut 5 pounds. So that wasn't a catch weight.
That was, can you please fight?
Well, that was.
Can we stay
I'm gonna
UFC 200?
get a lighter guy to come in and try to. He can make that weight because
I wish
because this is just what he's walking around. He doesn't have to cut weight anyway. So what makes this interesting, Nate Diaz versus GSP? In my opinion, I don't want to see that fight.
You don't.
You know why?
You're a huge Diaz fan.
I'm a huge Diaz fan.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that fight because I don't want to see Nate Diaz fight a fucking wrestler who's going to hump him. Because that's how you beat Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz, that's how Nate Diaz lost to Benson Henderson. Benson Henderson took him down. And GSP's the best at doing that. He's just going to take him down and hump his leg, and then it's going to be he's not going to put him away. He's going to hump his leg, and that's going to be the fight.
Okay. Now you're also.
I'll put $5 on it if they fight. They're not even
tall
fight.
can. I'll put my tall can on Diaz.
I love Diaz. I just want to see. I want to see him
GSP
fight.
as well.
You want to see him fight a striker?
Really? You're not.
GSP. GSP's always been a guy for me. He's one of the best fighters in the world. For me, in my opinion,
And MMA fans are so weird.
I don't like his fighting style. I think it's boring as fuck.
He's good.
Leg humping?
He is good, but he. Okay, well, he finished Bisbing, but I just don't like his fighting style. I don't know.
It's not as a spectator sport. It's not what you prefer.
I just don't like the fucking. I don't know. I just don't like. I've never was into his fucking fighting style. I mean, he's a great fighter. He's one of the best that's ever done it.
Mm-hmm. Would you say it's like that one match we saw at LCA where they were booing everyone? Where they're just like fucking wrestling the entire time, but they were like more or less just.
I can't remember what fight that was.
I can't remember who was fighting, but I just know.
But
that
GSP is so dominant, like doing that to people, and I just don't really care for like his personality. It's just too nice for me.
You want someone a little more raw?
People fucking love him.
I love him. I
don't know. I get people like do love him.
He's cool, man.
But why is he cool, though?
He's talented. He's very talented in the ring.
Super talented.
Okay, GSP was the first, and I cannot recall another fighter that's ever said.
He's just like so nice. He's like the schoolboy, fucking pretty boy kid that's just so good.
Joshua, he said something along the lines of, I want to fight him again. I don't think I fought him at his best tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to fight him again.
So GSP is.
So there's sportsmanship involved. And
yeah, he's great.
Well, I like sportsmanship.
I don't dislike him.
Okay.
He's just not one of my. I'd rather.
He doesn't sell it. He
doesn't strike it. He doesn't strike with me. His personality doesn't strike with me. I don't.
So, okay, let me ask you this. When it comes to these combat sports, I mean, is it more about the aggressive nature or is it more about...
No.
It's more about their actual fight style? But if their fight style wins, does that not make it a good fight style?
I'm not saying it's not a good fight style.
But it's just
I'm saying it's a boring...
As a spectator.
There's lay and pray dudes, and then there's jiu-jitsu specialists.
Okay. So lay and pray.
Or there's like wrestlers like Khabib.
Yeah.
Khabib is... People would say like, oh, well, Khabib fucking takes you down and Khabib takes you down and tries to fucking rip your head off. He's trying to finish the fight. Mm-hmm. Towards the end of George St. Pierre's career, I felt like he was just trying to win those fights. Mm-hmm. Mm. He was in some good fights. Don't get me wrong. It was entertaining fights. And like, it's great. Like I'm not taking away from like, I just like prefer other styles of fighting than GSP's.
So is he more lay and pray or?
GSP is towards the end of his career, yes. Or towards
earlier on?
When he first retired. Yeah, go to his record.
He has fights like the Carlos Condit fight. Last time he fought Carlos Condit, I thought that was a good fight.
Yeah, it was a decent fight, yeah.
I'm not saying it was the best I've ever seen.
Decision.
You got a point.
26-2-0.
Yeah.
I know,
go to like who he fought though.
I know
like his wiki.
I know we've asked this before.
Because it's easy to find.
Danny, who has your favorite fight?
who has my favorite fight.
Who's your favorite
fight?
fight?
I can't say favorite fight because there's too many.
Robbie
Just
Lawler.
go all the way down. It's gonna be.
and-
There you go. Okay, put it on the TV really quick, Josh.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. Okay,
So many moving parts all the time.
so he.
It's all good.
Okay, so he beat Michael Bisping. Okay. So Matt Serra, TKO is Matt Serra. John Fitch, decision. BJ Penn, corner stoppage. That's because BJ was fucking dead ass tired. Thiago Alves, go up.
Sorry.
Unanimous. Dan Hardy, unanimous. Josh Koscheck, decision. Jake Shields, decision. Carlos Condit, decision. Nick
So
Diaz, decision.
everything-
Johnny Hendricks, decision. I don't like. I felt like he wasn't trying to finish the fights. He was trying to
Everything
win the
went
fights. He was
for
trying to win the fights. He wasn't trying to finish the fights. GSP would never try to. Nick Diaz would never try to.
This is such a crazy gap in history, too. 2017, then it was 4 years. 2013.
Yeah, he came back to
and then
fight
13,
Michael Bisping.
12, 11, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Even that's a decent, stretch.
He's good.
9,
he's good.
9,
he's good
8,
for
8, 7, 7, 7.
I feel you can
Damn, this guy
rebuttal
was
me.
fighting real early.
You can rebuttal me if you want, Danny. I feel
UFC.
he's good for the sport.
That's
I feel
not
he's a good
UFC.
poster-
UCC.
I feel
Sorry.
he's a good poster boy. I mean, look at
Well,
his record
he's
right
a
there.
super great guy, and he doesn't do.
Oh, he's a
He's
douchebag.
a good person.
You ever see like pictures
He
of him
thinks
at
that
the
he was
club?
abducted by aliens,
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. He does
Interesting.
feel that he's been abducted by aliens.
and
Interesting.
I don't not like him. I just don't like. I'd rather. I like other fighters way more than him. But anyway, so we were talking about. I think that Nate Diaz is my boy. I think GSP beats him.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna beat him. Like if Nate Diaz,
is gonna slap him.
if Nate Diaz fought Habib,
Constant slump.
it'd be a completely different fight.
Okay.
Than him.
Explain.
fighting. I just think if Habib was to fight Nate Diaz, he
is
would take
just-
him down. He would take him down just like George St. Pierre would. But Habib would try to be smashing his face into the ground.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. I never once thought about that. But the Diaz boys, either one of them, they can take a fucking punch to the face.
Oh, yeah.
I love them Diaz boys.
Dude, they're so much fun to watch.
They are fun to watch, and you know what?
See-
Diaz is gonna slap the fuck out of fucking GSP.
See, I love that he would lose 3 out of 4 and then just still keep fucking fighting because that's just what he does.
Well, you're gonna fucking lose in this game.
Yeah, but I mean, Connor.
Connor
What about
versus
Connor?
GSP. It's
I don't
not
know.
a fight.
I feel like
It's not a fight.
Connor gets to a happy place and he doesn't want to fight anymore.
Well, yeah.
Not
Well,
seen Connor. I heard some bullshit.
the Connor fight versus Nate Diaz. Some people say that
I feel
Nate
like
Diaz won that fight.
I almost want to say Nate Diaz won both those. Well, I know he won one, but I want to say he won the second one too. I was not really happy with that turnout.
Connor still has not.
I
given
liked
him,
that. Was
Connor
an
still has
incredible
not
fight.
given him that
was.
rematch.
But anyway, so they can do that fight at any time.
Right.
That's not the fight to make with Connor. Connor
He has to defend the belt.
Connor has to fight Habib now.
Homie, it's been years.
What?
I feel as though it's not going to happen.
What? Connor coming back? He's for sure going to come back, and he has to fight Habib. He ain't gonna. If he fights Nate Diaz, that's gonna be a joke. He can fight Nate Diaz at any time. He can fight Nate Diaz fucking when they're fucking 40 years old. That fight is never going to go away.
Dude, Nate
The
Diaz,
rematch.
They can do it at 45, and Nate Diaz will still be bloodied up and
Damn.
Just not give a fuck.
McGregor's all 1 round, 2 round, 1 round.
I mean, look, the whole world has blown McGregor enough. McGregor has talent, but I feel that we're feeding off
Great
his-
fighter. Okay, go back.
Back down? Or
Yeah,
back?
to this record.
Sorry.
So no, all the way down. Oh, I lied.
His professional boxing record sucks.
Okay, so blah blah blah. No names. Marcus Brimage, never a title contender. Diego Brandao, never a title contender. Dustin Poirier, good ass fighter. Dennis Seaver, never a title contender. Chad Mendez was one of his best victories,
Smoked Jose Aldo.
but he also fought Chad Mendez on a week's notice when Chad Mendez was hunting,
Jose Aldo was a
and
was
he
a
was
sad
getting
fight.
his ass whooped. for a little bit of it. Jose Aldo.
That should
Is
have
it
been a better
Jose
fight.
or Jose?
Jose, whatever.
I know
That should have been
Uh,
a better fight than it was.
I mean, Jose, he got caught right away. It could
13
have been
seconds.
a great
with
fight.
Jose Aldo. With Jose Aldo is that one will always shine out to me. Is we celebrated my birthday while we watched that. My birthday is December 10th, and we
Yep.
watched it on the 12th.
So I remember watching that with you guys. Okay, so but Eddie Alvarez, good fighter, and he made him look silly. He made Eddie Alvarez look
He whooped.
silly. Okay, but look at when that was. November 12th, 2016 is the last time he entered the octagon,
It's 2018, bro.
right? So enough of the records, but if he comes back, he has to fight Habib because it's the only fight that fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
Him throwing
See
shit.
now this is just me. I'm not as well versed in this as you are, but I don't really see him beating Khabib. Khabib's a fucking animal.
Look at
dude.
that fucking record, bro.
Khabib's a fucking
Okay,
animal.
so there's
Now Conor could
the
Conor
thing
could
about
clip him.
Habib's record too.
Conor could clip him. You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
This, you know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? You don't know.
One of Habib's best victories is Dos Anjos. Yep. And then Edson Barboza, but he's just like looked so dominant. Through, it's hard to fucking beat him. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about 50 Cent calling out Rampage Jackson.
What?
What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
50 Cent has called out.
As
He's
in-
trying to fight Rampage Jackson
Why?
in Bellator.
Why the fuck would you want to fight
Please.
Rampage Jackson?
Please have Rampage Jackson fight 50 Cent.
Rampage Jackson will fucking kill you, 50 Cent. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? How have I not heard about this?
I
Are
haven't
you
heard about this
fucking
either.
kidding me?
Wow.
Okay, well,
I don't care how tough you think you are, what your street cred is, because
okay, right here,
Rampage-
go down a little bit. That's Scott Coker, the Bellator president.
Is that 50 Cent?
Yep. Okay,
Chris
well, look at what he
Jackson.
says. Oh, I'm working on something that's going to blow your mind. But
Don't do it,
But
50
that's
Cent.
not a. I don't know if they're going to be doing like just a publicity like thing. Maybe he's going to like sign something with him. I don't think he's going to be. Dude, how old is he? Fucking like 45. Okay, go down. Let's see what more. Okay, wait. You're going past the thing that he says right here. Stop. Don't get fucked up with. Don't get it fucked up. I'm the baddest Jackson around this motherfucker. Now, if we can get the money right, Rampage got a problem on his hands.
No, dude, you got a problem on your hands. Don't fight Rampage. He's going
Look
to
at
fucking
Rampage versus
slaughter
50
you.
Cent. 50 Cent posted that.
50 Cent posted that. Why in the fuck would 50 Cent even try?
Why would you
What?
start there? Start with something you can win.
How about
dude.
CM Punk or something? I don't know.
Yes. Dude, 50 Cent versus CM Punk.
I would give it to CM Punk at that point. Dude, no. Come on, dude.
Please. What are you talking about? That would be so fun in Bellator. 50 Cent walking in the cage against Rampage Jackson.
Wouldn't it be even sweeter if 50 Cent came out to a Dre song? Not even one of his own songs?
Yeah. Dude, if he came out to one of his own songs, that'd be weird.
You think so? You wouldn't come out to a JPS song?
No.
Reno?
No.
No one does Reno like Jackson does Reno.
Would I sing it?
You're not singing it, no.
on the way out?
No, you're not singing it.
Yeah.
Do you
Who's
want to?
singing it?
Do you want
Somebody
to?
else singing?
No one. It's your recording, dude. No,
If you
no
can
one's
remember the
singing it.
fucking words, I mean, there's just I don't want to go back to Reno and repeat. Last I checked.
No.
I know I'm joking. Fucking with you.
But no, I wouldn't walk out to my own song. That would be so weird.
Okay, what song?
I don't know what song. I always change
I'm
it.
coming out.
I made Manny come out to, because Manny's not like a super music person.
Yeah, okay.
So his first fight, I made him come out to ZZ Top's Waiting for the Bus.
Oh, that's a good one.
So he walked out to Waiting for the Bus in his first fight. And I felt like Yeah, he did win.
Oh.
And I was like, you need to just keep this as your song, but
You
he
had the
didn't.
power of the blues, my friend.
Well, dude, nobody's walking out to that shit. Everybody else, like all those amateur fighters, they're walking out to dumb shit. Like, let the bodies hit the floor.
That's why I
Let
did.
the bodies hit the floor.
Well, for
and
one-
then Manny. Have mercy.
That is-
Been waiting for the bus all day.
Yeah, it's badass.
And he's just walking out like a fucking pimp. Like, that's how you fucking.
I will say I want to
You don't
watch
have to
50 Cent
do a-
fight.
I
I'd love to watch him get his ass whooped.
not in
Just
the
'cause
UFC. If you
No.
put him in the UFC, then
He's got-
I'm done.
Yeah, there's no real competition. Like it'll be a punching bag.
Well, there's no fucking
It's not competition with Rampage.
anybody in Bellator either, though. At the
I know,
same
man.
time.
Right. Well, maybe he's been fucking training hard.
Dude,
No, he's not.
I don't.
If he could show up and like whoop someone's
Rampage
ass,
was a fucking animal. What title did he hold?
Dude, 50 Cent has no fucking background in any combat sport ever.
but he talks a real mean game.
Yeah, he can rap about fighting so good though. Dude, that would be so funny though.
Damn, this guy's fought a shit
Dude,
ton.
Rampage is a fucking.
He's an OG.
He's an OG. That's a good.
99.
That's a
Look
good way
at
to put
that.
him. Yes, an OG.
Dude,
I'm a
there's-
fan, man. I've like watched the Rampage knockout.
go to Jeremy Horn.
Jeremy Horn.
Yeah. Yeah, go to his record.
Guy looks like he's been hit
Look
once
at
or
this:
twice.
91 fights. No, 91 wins, 23 losses.
What? Damn, son.
91-23.
Holy shit.
I mean, still the ratio's in his favor, right?
Oh yeah. It's a
Look at
great
all these
record.
fights he did in 99 alone.
Look at he's fighting Chuck Liddell, beat Chuck Liddell.
These aren't even in order, though. June 11, May 15, April 30th. What the
I
fuck's
think that was weird on the McGregor list too. But he fought everybody, dude.
Damn. Since 96, Atlanta fights.
Josh, where are we at?
We are sitting a little over an hour.
All right, let's take a break.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's
That's
start a commercial.
fucking crazy.
Also, too, guys, if you like it, can you fucking throw us a couple stars
Yeah.
on iTunes?
Throw some reverse shade at
Review.
Yeah.
Review it.
us. Reverse shade.
Yeah, please.
How many fights is that? 9. How many fights total?
You want me to count them or you
Well,
want me
no, it should just say
to- where?
go down 91. No, god damn it, you're making me seasick. 91, 23, and 5.
Oh, I see it here. Yep. 91, 23, and 5. Damn. 91 wins, 23 losses, and 5 draws.
How many fights is that? So 91.
That's 96
Four-
plus 23.
one-
That'd be 119.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of punches to the face.
All right, break time.
I haven't even taken 119 punches to the face.
So, Danny, do you ever listen to podcasts?
There's never a good one that I want to listen to. What's a good one?
Well, SharkCast is a good one, but the best way to let other people know how to listen to SharkCast is if you review it on iTunes.
It's how you know it's good. isn't it?
Yeah, and then you review it on iTunes and you leave just a little comment. You don't have to, but, you know,
Just leave a little something to know it's good.
just the
yeah.
spice. Just the spice.
Maybe that would
on the
listen to
meat.
more podcasts if that was the
Maybe you would. Also, too, don't you and Josh do something besides?
Talking about
SharkCast?
Jackson and the Pool Sharks, the band.
Yeah.
Heard of this?
Yes.
The band, yeah. So we
You guys,
play music.
you guys
And
play
we have a-
gigs and you have guys have singles and shit
Yeah,
that's
record.
also available on iTunes.
Spotify.
iTunes, Spotify,
So-
just anywhere. Type it in.
Doesn't also
Type it
too
in.
doesn't hurt.
Same with the SharkCast.
Doesn't hurt to just give a little bit of a review on that music.
Tell your
Little
friends.
love.
Maybe share.
Yeah, share it, like it,
How
subscribe
about
it.
this? Maybe invite your friends to like our pages.
There you go. We're just here to make your Mondays better, people.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Just have a good Monday.
Don't suck it.
We are back.
We're back.
We are back. Okay, we're gonna start off with this. Sorry for all these fucking videos, everybody, but we're just gonna watch this. It's type in like alligator pet.
See, now I'm already, dude. I'm already fucking
you in?
on the fence.
Are you in?
I don't want an alligator as a pet.
Are you in with this video though?
Yeah, I'm in with the video.
Okay.
It's not the video that's in question. I don't think.
down.
God. I don't think an alligator should
They're
be
like
a
trying
pet.
to take it away from her. It's Florida woman's fight to keep an alligator. This lady.
Many of us have pets we love.
See,
and
like,
we
this
would do
video's loud as
anything
fuck.
in the world to keep them. And one Lakeland woman says that her gator is no different than a dog or a cat.
But Fish and
Bullshit.
Wildlife officials disagree. She is fighting to keep her Rambo.
Good
Okay,
day,
let's
Tampa
judge
Bay.
With the,
and see if this lady is crazy or not. You tell me.
It's
Okay.
a paperwork issue. It's the size of the gator. There's
All
a lot
right.
going on here, right?
This news reporter is like,
Do you think this guy pees in his girlfriend's bottle?
it looks like he's tried but failed.
A place that she used to work at, she is no longer there.
Shirt's a little too big for him. His shoulders are
Josh, don't you have that
very
tie?
small.
I like that truck in the back, though.
But there's a lot more to this story, as we were just talking about a little while ago.
What's his name?
Warren, thanks so much for being with us.
I agree.
This isn't the original video that I seen, but here she is.
She's just laying there with the-
Gator is just.
I forget what its name
He's
is.
not sedated. I mean, this is his
Alcides
routine.
Segui?
This is his routine. He's a big lap baby. Yeah.
What's going on?
Wouldn't it be sweet if it just bit her?
Is, you know, if you can help me out by letting the
So
other
she's just
people know
laying
that
with this
he
alligator
wants
with
to
it on
keep
its
him,
on her
but
shoulder.
harm.
Rambo is his name.
He needs to stay where he's used to, because if not, alligators are high stressed, and the stress level can kill him.
And he's a rescue gator.
Rescue gator? Is that a term?
Rescued him along with 4 other gators. 4 of those actually passed away for a variety
It does
of
seem
reasons.
pretty
They
docile.
It does.
Disease, right? And he actually
That
He was
is an
about to fall asleep.
apex predator, dude. That is a fucking killing machine.
It's like one of the oldest killing machines. She makes it close.
and the
she
reason
made
we're
that.
outside now is
Oh,
it's
that's
part of the
nice.
cloud, you know, it's important to mention
Nice
that.
little embroidery.
It's like this lady just likes to have this thing.
I just-
Now, we don't hate alligators. I think alligators are cool, but I don't want one.
Just like you would your kid.
Okay, do you think that she should be able to keep this alligator?
Your kids do.
Sure.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think so.
fucking
If it eats her, whatever.
That's what Josh says. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, if
Exactly.
she's got this thing going
I
on.
agree.
Bring him out and let him go.
He
He
gets a-
looks like he wants to. He's like, I'm waiting for the moment. Oh, look at that, dude. That's awesome. That's something that alligators have.
That eye,
that
Yeah.
inner eyelid. Cats have that too.
He watches TV.
Well,
it blinks the opposite way though.
Yeah, cats do the same thing. They got
Alligators- well, alligators
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Alligators have it so they can see
Can you
underwater.
turn this video down a little bit?
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, you're fine.
This is wild.
So,
You know, it's not something you see every day.
so why do we care?
People on social media.
I don't know
It's
why.
interesting.
So the other video that I seen, this lady, she's like dressing it up. She's like, it can't be outside. He's sensitive to the sun.
No, he's not.
And
I mean, what? Is this the other video you were talking about?
this is not the other video, but this is crazy too. Please bite her in the face.
It could just literally chomp onto her head and not let go.
And once it does, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's
They have like
She does. This alligator seems like it likes her though.
yeah, for sure.
So, is this alligator slow? Like something's not computing here. There's
Yeah.
something going on. Is she drugging this alligator?
Does he not realize how much of a delicious treat she'd be?
All the way down, all 80 teeth.
Wow. He must be like, I mean, if she's sedating the alligator, that's
No,
one thing. But
she's
if
not sedating it, she is insane, obviously.
I guess, but if she's
But-
got this connection to this animal, I'm not against the idea of having
No.
a connection to an animal like that. Like, it's not a snuggly animal, though.
It's just like the people with like big cats that have like big cats.
Okay.
And they're friends with them, and the cats. Like, do you ever see like one dude with the lions, and he doesn't see him for a while, and then he sees him again? You ever see that video?
Yeah, but also too, I've seen
crazy
like so
video.
many things where it comes with because I love cats.
The thing about big cats is they turn. You see their eyes. Even house cats. I've seen where their eyes turn and they get really big and they're just like, I'm in predator mode now, and now I'm going to try to fuck you up with my back claws.
Well, with house cats, Felainicus domesticus, if they were bigger, if they were our size, they would hunt us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you get. I have Edgar, who's my baby boy, and Edgar's a big old tabby. You've seen Edgar. Have you ever seen Edgar, Josh?
I think so. No, I met Ben. No, I met Edgar.
Yeah.
Last time.
Edgar is notorious for, I've killed this animal. No, that's Ben. I've killed this animal. You're a shitty hunter, Jeff. Here's a robin on your front porch.
There you go.
Present it.
He will kill anything that he can, especially now that it's warmer. It's really hard to keep Edgar inside. He wants to go outside. He yearns for it, which I'm always like, dude, I trust you, but I don't trust these people driving these cars.
Yeah, dude.
And
it's sketchy.
It's super sketchy, but he loves going outside.
He doesn't go super far, does he? Or you don't really know?
I don't know. To be honest with you,
like how does he come back? Like within like a couple hours? Does he come back in like a day?
There's some days where he'll stay out all night.
Really?
All night, all day. He'll pull a hot 13 hours, and it's where's Edgar? And it's also like, don't let him outside, but he's getting outside. He's crafty. When you open that door, he's shooting for it. See ya. He is also.
What about Ben?
Ben's
Does he go outside?
Kind of a pussy. Ben only stays like around the porch. See now, like the king's cat Luna, she has zero interest in
going outside.
Zero interest. No, why would she? She has her food. She has her dogs.
Well, like any good
She's got a
house
place
cat.
to roam.
She has her dogs. She's cool.
So, you mind if I switch topics real
Yeah.
quick? So, Jeff, you just said house cats.
That's my segue.
So, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
If you had to give Mike Tyson a stage and an event to talk about his life, what would you title it?
Well, he does
I don't
talk
know.
about his life.
I know.
There's actually
He's
a
got-
documentary that I've watched. And
He's got an event coming up in Detroit. That's why I'm asking.
what's it called?
Well, I want you to tell me, what would you title Mike Tyson's
I
special
would have
event?
to title Mike Tyson's after watching the documentary that was made several years ago with him and his own words. It was just called Tyson. Have you ever seen it?
Yep.
It's good.
It is good.
And
Not seen it.
oh, you've not seen it? It's,
See, I
it's
would-
very good. It was very good. It was. There's moments where
I would name it. It's Spinal.
yeah, it's Spinal. That's a good one. I'll go with that one.
Wait, what are you actually saying?
It's Spinal.
It's final.
Spinal.
It's spinal.
Yeah, you ever hear him
Spinal.
say that?
No, I've
You've never
never-
seen that.
okay, you gotta pull this
type
up.
up
God
Mike
damn.
Tyson Spinal. But
right.
going back to the Tyson documentary was just called Tyson, and
It's Spinal.
Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, and me and my brother have watched there's compilations on YouTube of just Tyson knockouts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've watched him.
Okay. Right. First one.
I broke my back.
Okay. Wait.
He said something to you in your ear that nobody could hear. What exactly was it that he said?
To be honest,
This is classic. If you haven't watched this,
bullshitting and be serious. You're not serious. That's why you.
if you haven't watched this, look this up. Mike Tyson Spinal.
Yeah, he is. I'm just happy to be back in Memphis and give a decent show, and I'm glad Brother Clifford gave me a fight. And people don't understand the business when you show your love and respect. When you fight one another, because that's how we elevate our lifestyle. We take care of our fighters.
This is a very different Tyson, Danny.
Oh, I know. This is him being an animal.
We owe each other to fight.
This is out of
each other
prison.
to elevate our life.
Mike, were you really sick this week?
Here we
what
go.
was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke
back is broken.
a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal. No, I did it by a motorcycle accident. The doctor discovered I was doing my sit-ups 2,500 a day, my 20-pound weight, and one day I couldn't move anymore. And I asked the doctor, what's wrong? And he said, believe it or not, it's where your back is broken slightly.
Are you in pain right now? Did you take some type of injection? Or how did you make it to this fight?
I can't take an injection. You know you're going to test me.
All right,
but,
pause it.
It's spinal.
What you were injured this week, or you were? What did he say? You were sick this week?
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, I broke my back.
I broke my back.
My back is broken.
You broke your back, Mike.
It's
What's
spinal.
wrong with your back?
It's spinal.
It's spinal.
We don't love Mike Tyson.
It's a classic.
We don't love Mike
That
Tyson
is a
because
classic.
he is a smart man. We love him because he is a fucking tremendous athlete. Now, mind you, watching Josh, you said you've never seen Tyson?
Oh no, I've seen plenty of Tyson. I just never seen the spinal.
No,
thing.
the documentary called Tyson.
Oh no, I have not.
It's perfect because it's Mike Tyson's career and his life all in his own words. And there's
All
a
right.
moment where he breaks down, and this is Iron Mike Tyson. He's the baddest man on the planet. And he breaks down and he's crying over his coach.
Yeah, his coach was his like dad.
Yeah, his coach was his father figure, an old white dude.
Yep.
And
That dude
and they never
made him who he was.
They never fucking show that shit. They never fucking show that shit.
Oh,
That
I think they did. I mean, what do you mean?
you never look at Mike Tyson in that aspect, but he is a person.
Oh,
And
I thought you were talking about like his coach.
No. If you're a Tyson fan, you know about his coach. I don't know his name. I should probably be a better Tyson fan. But this was a guy. My dad was a huge Tyson fan.
Jeff Fenech.
And my dad was a huge Tyson fan. And he would gather around all the boys just like we do for the UFC. You pay,
You pay to watch Mike Tyson destroy this dude
in 30 seconds.
Yep.
So okay, Danny, you said it's spinal. Jeff, what would you name this intimate sit down with Mike Tyson? Just Tyson?
Fornication. He likes to say that.
Fornication.
What is he?
I'll fuck you till you love me.
Yeah, I'll fuck you till you love me. That's what he says in that one behind. I'll fuck you till you love me.
So okay,
Brilliant.
I want you guys to say in your best Mike Tyson
I can't do
voice,
Mike Tyson.
just your best Mike Tyson voice.
I'm not even going to try. This won't even be funny
Jeff,
because it's so bad.
Jeff,
It'll
I
be
want
so
you to
bad.
say in your best Mike Tyson impression, undisputed truth.
The undisputed truth. The undisputed truth. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Undisputed
I'm the
truth.
best.
So that's what it's called. It's called undisputed truth, which I feel like is an
Nice.
unfair thing for him to say.
Not at the time. Not at the time, man. I mean,
No, I mean like just in general, like that's just a lot of S and P's and just the lisp aspect of it. It's not fair. They should have picked a different title
For him to say, you're saying?
for him to say, yes, because like he's a badass and he needs to say things as a badass. But undisputed truth is going to be really tough for him to get out.
Yeah, well, you can't make fun of him for it. Or,
he was a machine. He didn't make fun of it.
Doing it right now.
I've heard.
you wouldn't do it in front of his face.
No.
I might ask him about like who gave you that option and why did you choose it?
Probably
Or
wouldn't
you know what?
say it
You know what
in
you
front of
can
his
do? You know what you
face.
can do with Mike Tyson? Pigeons. I have pigeons.
He does like pigeons.
He has pigeons.
Pigeons.
He does do the pigeon thing.
He said something, and his it was along the lines of when he broke his back. He said something. He is a person. You know, we often like hang on to celebrities, which I feel we need to stop fucking doing.
Well, we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
who actually did like
we need to get rid of like fake celebrities.
Physical. Mike Tyson didn't want to be. I don't feel that Mike Tyson wanted to be a celebrity.
No,
Mike Tyson was a fucking dyslexic kid from the hood.
Yeah, who got out of the hood,
serious ass,
made some money by fucking doing that. So I just saw today that Rose Namajunas.
Yeah.
So Connor, she was in the fucking. She was in the bus.
She was quite shaken by it too.
And she was quite shaken by it. I guess Connor DM'd her and tried to apologize, but apparently it was like a half-ass apology. Rose said to Connor, "Fuck you." That's what she replied to her.
Nice.
Don't you think the best way to apologize would be in person?
I know, but when are you going to see Rose in person? He lives in Ireland.
I was going to say the next UFC event, but I don't know if he's allowed at the next UFC event.
Well, and Rose isn't going to be guaranteed to be going to the fucking next UFC event. Gracie, back up. Give me some nerdy news. You got anything?
Yeah, I do have something. It was revealed that Patty Jenkins, who directed Wonder Woman 1, she's totally on board. Shocker. I know, right? And Warner Brothers is like,
she's like, I
had a terrible time.
Hate money, so I'm not doing it anymore.
She is totally on board. They are directing. She is directing Wonder Woman 2. And also on top of this, which makes it so big, is as of Wonder Woman 2, she will make about $8 million to direct Wonder Woman 2. Now that makes her the highest.
Makes that in 25 minutes or whatever. Yeah. Over long boxing matches.
Now, $8 million. It's probably going to gross out to be more than $8 million.
I'd hope, considering that's her paycheck.
But that also makes her the highest paid female director of all time, boys.
Nice.
We are looking at Wonder Woman November 2019. She is working also too, Patty Jenkins, being Wonder Woman was phenomenal. One of my favorite movies I've ever seen of all time. Right up there with Back to the Future. She is working with producers.
George of the Jungle was one of your other favorites?
Starring Brendan Fraser, yes.
George of the Jungle 2. Great fucking film.
So is that Predator not involved with this movie?
Nope, he's gone. See ya.
Good.
Brett Ratner. That's his name.
Brett Ratner.
Now, mind you, she's working with and co-writing with the DC chief creative officer, Jeff Johns. And what makes Jeff Johns so cool, this is what makes Jeff Johns, it doesn't make Jeff Johns cool in anybody else's book. I mean, Jeff Johns is cool, but Jeff Johns is from Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah, he's a hometown hero. There's oftentimes, if you see him, he will be sporting the D hat.
Nice.
And
get that D on your head.
Get that D on your head.
The D.
And the Wonder Woman movie is supposed to take place in the 1980s, so
it's still back a little ways.
Yeah, I think they're going with some sort of like historical thing.
Yeah, because I mean, she was in. I mean, when was the last Wonder Woman? Like time.
World War I.
Okay, so we're moving a little further in the timeline, but she was also in.
How
Batman
old is
vs.
Wonder
Superman.
Woman?
Wonder Woman doesn't age. She's a goddess. Yeah.
Okay. So Batman vs. Superman was more current time. Am I? Okay, so this is going to be...
And she still looked flawless. Also, dude, I honestly got to say, Gal Gadot is beautiful.
Wonderful woman.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Boom.
See what you did
You
there.
see what I did?
Yep, so we got that. I don't see Wonder Woman 2 being a flop whatsoever.
So it can't be.
Compared to Marvel movies, though?
No, compared to Marvel movies, well, that's a different beast in general.
I feel like it's an unfair comparison.
Now, what I have heard is that they're talking about the Phase 4 of the Marvel movies.
Yes.
And
I have a question when you're done. Sorry.
With the Phase 4, and especially with Captain Marvel, because Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s.
Yes.
So she's older. So in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have already introduced a superhero, at least one. Well, they've already introduced Captain America because he came out in the 40s, frozen on ice. So the world in that universe is is familiar with superheroes.
Right.
Now, Captain Marvel, the thing is, spoilers, because she's at the end of Avengers.
Infinity War.
Where is she? That's the biggest question: is where is she?
Well, this is
we'll find out.
This is why I think this is going to play into like this multi-dimensional bullshit and like time travel. I feel like there's going to be something crazy that's going to come into play.
Something crazy will come into play. Not along as far as I can tell you with Captain Marvel is there is not going to be any time travel play. It's going to be she is somewhere else. She's somewhere else doing a job.
And I imagine this movie is going to end in a way that'll kind of set up like where she's been. Because we haven't seen her, we haven't heard from her, we don't know anything about her.
She's doing something.
And I would argue that she's doing something in a parallel universe.
I don't think she's in a parallel universe.
Then why have we not mentioned her even once since
because
in the last 10 years?
Because I think she's in space fighting something else.
But you would think that like Tony Stark would mention something along the way.
Well, they did mention something at the end of Infinity War.
Well, yeah, but they
maybe
didn't. It's never been mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Tony Stark doesn't know.
But how would he not? He's so in tune.
Well, he doesn't know everything. Did he know about Thanos right away?
She's very cosmic based, so she could have been fighting.
Didn't they have to tell Tony Stark about Thanos in this last movie?
They kind of did, yeah.
So he doesn't know everything.
What
this is true.
Idiot.
Real quick though,
that is a good point.
Infinity Wars or the Batman movie with Heath Ledger. Which one was that?
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Ooh. Completely different movies.
That's tough. But
completely different tones. They were both great. Infinity War was a blast to watch.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely incredible. I walked out of the movie theater thinking to myself, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yep.
I was so pleased with it. Now, with The Dark Knight, Nolan's trilogy.
That was a trip.
I feel as though that Nolan's trilogy is a little bit deeper and better on a cinematic.
Boom.
Better on a cinematic, like it's a better movie. But I'm not taking away from Infinity War. No. Infinity War was awesome.
Completely different movies.
Completely different.
I would say that Infinity War was incredible because of how well it just coalesced all these stories together.
Uh-huh.
But Dark Knight specifically, as
one of the best flicks of all time.
It literally is one of the best movies ever, and it's
of all time.
It was grade A acting across the board.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Bill killed it.
Yes, the writing.
They often like try to like harsh on Bale for the voice. No, that was perfect.
Yes, incredible movie.
It was awesome. There's okay.
Sorry,
what's your butt?
My butt would be that it's to encapsulate that kind of story based on one main character and the various supervillains they come across. A great trilogy in itself, but the fact that Infinity War was able to take how many different storylines and mash them together in a way that didn't feel forced.
It was not forced.
That was such an incredible feat that just took so much time, so much patience, so much careful planning.
Yep.
Especially, and you kind of harped on these before, like get rid of the post-credit scenes.
I don't like
those.
No, I like the
I'm sorry, Jeff didn't like them. I like the post-credit scenes.
I like the post-credit scenes
because they've been so carefully placed throughout the entire thing. Like they're always one step ahead of themselves, which is what I think is brilliant about how Marvel did it. And
they have to be
right. And Christopher Nolan had kind of free play on the Batman DC universe for just a moment, and he did a great job with it. But it didn't allow him to expand. Like if Christopher Nolan,
there was no expansion. There was never.
That was it. No, and I understand like where it's coming from, having read a couple of the comics it's based on now. But you take that kind of delicate planning and careful consideration and you spread it across the whole Justice League concept, I feel like it would have been done better if they would have taken more time. But I feel like DC halfway through was like, shit, Marvel's onto something great right now.
Yeah, well, the new DC shit, not the fucking.
No,
Not the Nolan
If
trilogy.
fucking
No, the
Nolan did
Nolan
it, if Nolan did it,
Nolan trilogy is epic.
No,
and
that's the
perfect
thing.
in its own right.
No, that's the thing, Danny. If Nolan did, there is no Nolan doing it.
No,
He
no.
wouldn't have done it.
Right,
But
but
he would never.
if
But if
I feel like.
But there's
it would
been
have
so
been
many
fucking,
writers.
It would have been fucking incredible, and it would have been too good. Like that's when you get, and I'll quote Grant Morrison. If Nolan did it, I'll quote the fucking legendary comic book writer Grant Morrison. Is then we would have had the superhero movie that would have been so beautiful that it would have broken our hearts and we all would have died.
Well, I feel like that was The Dark Knight.
See, well, okay, now with the Dark Knight, there's a
I
scene.
like The Dark Knight better than Avengers
Dark Knight
Infinity
Rises.
War.
You like the Dark Knight? I mean,
I gotta say,
yeah,
it's
I
up
like
there.
it too.
I just like those movies better. They're not as like. It
There's
seems
a
like they're
scene-
more for adults.
There's a scene.
Although I love it, Infinity Wars. Don't get me wrong.
There's a
guys.
scene. Infinity Wars was incredible. We've gushed about it.
Yeah.
But there's a scene from The Dark Knight, and geez Louise,
Just
I know,
all of
I know I'm
the
going to butcher
trilogy
it. I
is
know
just
I'm going to
incredible,
butcher it,
dude.
but it's a scene between Commissioner Gordon and Batman, and he says, you know, when Batman says, "You can say that Batman did it," and it's not in these words. He says, "No."
Okay, spit it out though.
He says, they'll hunt you. They'll stop you. They'll send the dogs after you." And Batman
Yeah, I know what
says,
you're talking about.
"No, you'll send the dogs after me. You'll hunt me." But Harvey Dent was the hero that Gotham deserved.
Yeah.
And I'll be the hero they need. And it's just like, fuck,
Beautiful.
dude. And
Yeah,
Batman in that movie, I know, nerds. I know that's not what happens. That's not how it's said, but you know what I'm saying.
But
And-
beautiful though.
And
Come on.
he just, and does he win in the end? Does Batman win in the end of that movie?
Not really.
But he's the hero that, he's not the hero that Gotham deserves. Harvey Dent is the hero that Gotham deserves. Batman is the hero that Gotham needs. Mm-hmm. So then you have Dark, which is fucking pressing as fuck, because Harvey Dent, he fucking flips. He flips the coin. And he turns out to not be the hero.
Yeah.
Batman's the hero, but he says, "No, I'll take the fucking bullet for this one. Harvey Dent could be the hero. We can lead Gotham to be
Right.
the hero that they deserve, because Harvey Dent's the hero that Gotham deserves. But I'll be the hero they need."
Yeah,
and then it comes into, which I fucking love, this is Dark Knight Rises. At the very end, what happened? Did Batman die or did he live?
I can't remember the end.
Do you remember when
Tell me the end.
Alfred says, "What my dream is
yeah,
I want to
it's-
see you in a fucking cafe
Yeah.
in Italy," and at that
And
very
they
last
just
moment,
nod.
what's your take on that, Josh?
I got nothing right now. It's too much to think about.
What, does he live or not? That's the
It's all up.
question?
It's all up for interpretation. Did Batman save Gotham? Because he did
Yes.
save Gotham. He did save Gotham, but did he live? And did he take? Because when Michael Caine as Alfred sees
Michael Caine,
Bruce
great
Wayne-
Alfred.
killer
Fantastic, Alfred.
Well, I made a promise to your mother and father.
Great
when
Alfred.
when he sees him in
The cafe.
the cafe, and he's with Catwoman, and and it's perfect. It's perfect.
You're saying he's not actually there.
He is
to
there.
me-
Because
to me-
Batman Beyond.
And we
Because
tie it
Batman
back.
Beyond, guys.
And we tie it back.
To me,
Nipple
to
outfits.
me, it's not. I don't think, And I think the whole ending is ambiguous for a reason, and I think it's all up to interpretation. But I don't think that Batman made it out.
So here's why I like the Nolan series.
Is it the bomb? Does
Yeah,
he fly
he's
the bomb?
trying to get the bomb out.
Yeah,
and
okay, I remember. Okay,
I think Batman actually died.
So the Nolan series, I feel, was so impactful and so like important because everyone loved Batman. Everyone saw the Batman
There
movies.
was the
growing
shooting
up.
too.
Yep, there was that too. I forgot about that. But when Nolan came out with the first one, Batman Begins, everyone's like, "Oh shit, this is like a real take."
It was only supposed to be a lead-in.
Loved that.
It was
It was
so
only
fucking
supposed
good.
to be a lead-in into the Nicholson, Keaton, Burton. It was never meant to be what it was. It was supposed to be just the prequel.
And I'm so glad that it played out to be more because it needed that serious tone.
Now, see that serious tone that works with Batman.
It does.
And also, when it comes down to it, is
I love the serious tone with the superheroes, dude.
I think it works better with Batman than it does with the Avengers. if I'm being
Batman.
honest.
But
it's the
Batman's a
perfect-
wild card.
It's the perfect dude to do it with, but at the same time, I would like to see someone try to do some serious shit with some. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Marvel stuff is like serious in its own right, but
Right.
Now,
it's
mind you, nobody was
completely different. It's not that
is.
nobody was quippy. None of the Nolan films are necessarily family friendly.
Right.
They don't have to be.
No. That's not the point.
That's why I liked Logan better than I like.
Right.
Dare I say this?
Logan was dope.
I loved Logan.
Logan was great.
I liked Logan. I liked Logan more than a lot of the Marvel films. I like
lot of
Logan
people
better
say
than Black Panther, and fucking Thor, and all of them. I feel like I liked Infinity Wars. I liked them all. It's tough to say I like this one better, but I like the tone of Logan. I love like the seriousness. I love him stabbing.
Just the
There's
violence.
there's standalone moments that, like the big ones that like the Nolan films, they have. Black Panther has one that's really fucking. Now here's what really
Serious
makes
Black Panther.
Here's what really
That would
makes
be-
Black Panther stand out. Was what was the name of the villain? Kilgrave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he in the wrong?
That's what I liked about it. It was a very ambiguous enemy.
Was he in the wrong?
I like that Marvel. It's like almost like the Marvel is like making it like the cartoons.
Now
Kind
you have a movie,
in a way.
You have a movie like Logan, where Logan was fucked from beginning to end, and it should have been. It should have been because Logan, the Wolverine in himself, is a fucked character. You can't do anything.
Right.
Like Wolverine doesn't have a happy ending. He doesn't get to watch the sunset.
No.
Now that one moment that still sticks in my mind, and it's heavy to me, is when X-23,
Yep.
Laura, when she takes his cross out and turns it around, spoilers,
Yep.
and she fucking made it. There was no cross. Logan lived and died in X-Man. And to me, being the X junkie that I am, in just years, that's it.
Did you
That's
cry?
it.
Yeah, I was with you. Did you shed a tear?
I wanted to.
It's okay. We're here for you.
I wanted to. I honestly wanted to, I thought I was going to shed a tear just like saying that to you guys. Because
saw that.
He doesn't get that, and he is the hero, but he doesn't get that. Logan was so good because it was Western noir meets superheroes, and so when you have we've discussed it on prior episodes of SharkCast that is the superhero genre going to go to shit. That's when you play.
I don't think it is.
Logan,
Because there's going to be different shit.
Because Logan is Western noir meets superhero.
Exactly. There's so many different takes on shit. That's what makes the movie, doing a comic book making it in the movie, you can do like different takes, like the fucking, for instance, in Logan, how Professor X is fucking going, he's got dementia. I fucking
idea.
loved that.
Yeah, that's
idea.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
love that idea so fucking much. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Like, that was insane. Like, because I never thought about that ever in my entire life.
I never
was
thought
like,
about that.
but like, that's a crazy, like, real life, like, oh shit, like, you know,
What if?
aging
What if?
superheroes, like, yeah, what if? Super cool idea. I love all that shit. I want more shit like serious stuff.
I think it's coming,
I
man.
love
I
some
honestly think
serious
it's coming.
stuff. The Deadpool stuff.
Deadpool's great. Deadpool 2 is going to be awesome.
Deadpool 2
I'm
is going to be
excited.
great, but it's silly.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to
well,
be.
that's
It's
the
silly
point.
and rated R. I know.
Yeah. Well, and
But-
here's why I don't think Marvel's ever really going to go into that dark space too heavily.
Oh, I don't think they are.
It's
either.
because Disney owns it.
well,
They make too much money off of
X-Men's
action
Marvel.
Yeah, but X-Men's
It's
got
owned by Fox.
yeah, they've
Okay,
got certain
but-
IPs on X-Men right now, which is why we potentially haven't seen a crossover in any sense.
It's happening. It's going to happen.
I'm sure it will eventually. These
Right
things
now,
all fall out.
like Disney has
that'd be pretty freaking
Disney
cool,
has
dude.
already acquired
Fox.
Fox, but like the government's like, wait a minute.
Wait, FCC's like, wait, you can't be just doing this.
Now, mind you, I see why. Like, if
How
you
deep
look
are
up,
we into this?
if you look up the top 10
2 hours.
grossing movies of all time, Disney has 9 of them on the slots.
Yeah, that's crazy. We got to do one thing. We got to bring up one thing really quick, and then let's end this bitch because we're 2 hours in.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we end it, if you guys like the Vegemite shit, I got something more for you. Vegemite is not the only fucking thing. Do you remember Genevieve who shopped at the meat market? I told her, hey, me and some buddies bought Vegemite. And
Well, Josh bought it, but
yeah, Josh bought it.
You're welcome.
Josh bought it. And she's like, oh, well, how was it? And I was like, and she was so excited, dude. And I was like, you know, I didn't want to tell her, like, it was gross as fuck. I did not want to tell her that. And I'm like, She kept calling it butter. She kept calling it butter.
okay. So
No.
I seen that people butter. We didn't do it right though. To be fair, guys.
Okay.
Because I saw like a video of Hugh Jackman talking. He's giving it to Oprah. He's
Okay.
having Oprah try a Vegemite sandwich, and apparently you do butter on one side of the bread, Vegemite, and then it's a sandwich, thin layer of Vegemite.
It's got to
Could
be
be
thin.
good.
We were doing
Could
thick.
be good.
I tried to warn us on that too because you're like thick layers of fucking Vegemite on a cracker. I'm like, that's not a good
Well,
call.
we fucking tried it.
We did it wrong. Have you guys seen this thing at all?
What's that?
It's Mickey Mouse with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes.
But I don't know. I may have sent this to you guys, but
No,
in
I've
there
seen
it's
it.
got Star Wars, Marvel, Fox, Pixar.
Yep.
It's fucked.
Yeah, and he's slowly adding more to the gauntlet.
Yep.
Like, it's so
funny.
fucking fitting.
Okay, so
All right. Last thing.
last thing. Our boys in Against the Grain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our boys in Against the Grain, yes.
So they had
Some hometown heroes
some fucking rapper
straight up
steal
plagiarize.
their logo for
What?
Cheated Death.
His name's Swick.
Don't even fucking say his name.
Oh, fuck him. Put him on blast.
I
You
guess.
took it. You took it. Against the Grain had it. Against the Grain hasn't.
They stole the font.
Against the Grain
Against
didn't.
the Grain's font.
Against the Grain didn't just
For
have
their
this.
song.
It's not like Against the Grain's had this for like a year and a half. No, Against the Grain's had this for a moment now, and this guy fucking took it.
How would I find this?
It's on Instagram.
Type
and,
in Against the Grain after the name. Or, did
and
you?
also too.
Yeah, I already did. Swick.
Or just go to fucking Facebook and go to Rob's Facebook.
Yeah, Rob's Facebook.
That works.
He's the one that posted about it, and Rob even said Rob didn't use any cuss words. He just said
And he didn't say his name.
fuck him, I'll say his name. He just said, hey.
Yeah, but then you say his name, and then it's like people go to his thing and they look at his stuff, and we don't want them to look at this kid's fucking
what,
stuff.
his stolen shit?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to give him publicity. I just think it's fucked up. We just need to put this. I guess we can call this kid a fuck, but that's bullshit. And then
his response was terrible too because. Go ahead, Daniel.
So
Rob,
we'll read the post after they go. After we find it, keep going. You'll know as soon as you see it. Mo.
Unless the guy took it down.
Unless Rob took it down.
The only way I see Rob taking it down is
if the kid took it down.
Is if the dude took it down.
We're already back to May 6th. Oh. Damn, Rob posts a lot.
Yeah, he may have taken it down.
Yeah, he might have.
Well, this dude told him like, "Yep, it's not there." I think the rapper gave out. Not that we're against rappers or anything.
No, don't steal people's fucking font and then be a douche about it.
It's not even that they stole the font. It's the name of the fucking band.
Yeah,
and that's on the Road Warriors cover album.
Yeah, it's the fucking exact
the song's
font.
called Against the Grain, which he can have a song called Against the Grain.
Yeah,
but
don't
exact same font that's used on the Road Warriors album. And he actually had a douchebag response saying, I'm giving you guys publicity. And it's like, no, bitch.
No, you're
Fuck
stealing.
You're stealing. Yeah, okay. So we just had to bring that to light. Also, another guest on SharkCast, Adam Nagy, he released his clothing line.
His clothing line, Worship.
Worship's out?
Check out Worship, yes.
So just check it out. Check out fucking...
I would say Adam's a friend of the family. I mean...
Totally. He's made several things for us. He's our logo artist.
Yeah.
We don't really need to, they're not going to be able to see it anyway. But,
yeah, that's true.
But
check out Worship.
Check out Worship. Fucking check out our iTunes page and freaking give us a like.
Look at this little
How about a
Eastern
like?
European
Give us a
baby.
like.
How about a couple
review.
stars?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
If you liked hanging out with us, we will see you next week. And until then,
come see us at
suck it.
Outside to leave it all behind. I feel the grass on the balls of my feet. I slowly sink down to the depths of the ground, to the core of the earth. Melts my skin. Just felt I can't take the goddamn heat. You are made of bones, you have no soul. See you through your clothes.
It's Spinal. It's Spinal.